Hi friend, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. My name's Kat. Today I'm doing a first impressions with the certifeye Affinity 2 palette. They announced on their Instagram the other day that they were doing a 50% off sale, and I've had this palette on my wish list for probably about a year, or at least since it came out. I've wanted it for such a long time, but £32 was just a little bit steep. But I got this for 16 and I'm pretty chuffed about it. It is an absolutely stunning blue, green and purple palette. It's got some really special duochrome shimmers. This one in the middle here and these two at the bottom are duochromes. It's got some really nice bright pops of blue and some bright pops of green. I am really glad that I finally have this palette in my collection. So today I just created this like blue smoky look with the duochrome all across the lid. I'm really happy with it, and if you want to see me create it plus some thoughts about the palette, then just keep on watching. Hello, I've got about half an hour until I need to leave, so we need to bust this out quite quick. Today I'm going to be using the certifeye Affinity 2 palette. I'm sure I'll probably talk about this more in the intro, so let's just get on with it. I want to do something blue and smoky with this duochrome on the lid. Keep putting my nails in the eyeshadows. This one here, which is called Navid. So let's get on with it. Today I'm going for lunch with my friend Warwick, who I haven't seen in a while, so I'm very excited for it. And it's absolutely miserable outside, and I've worn this jumper, I wore it yesterday as well. I love it, it's so cozy, so I don't want to take it off. The first shade I'm going to go into is Hussein. I thought this had a mirror in it, it doesn't. I'm going to go into Hussein, which is like a sort of like a mid-tone blue. And I'm going to start popping this in the crease. I'm going to do both eyes just because that's quicker for me. Actually, in real life, that's quicker. That's building up really nicely and blending out really nice as well. Like, really not much effort has been put into this at all. I don't know, I think you'll probably be able to hear the rain, because it is, and the wind, because it is absolutely tipping it down. And I left my nice big umbrella at work yesterday, so pretty good. I'm going to take that same shade, but on a flat fluffy brush to get my lower lash line. Cool, I think that looks really nice. I'm now going to start working on deepening it up a little bit. I think I'm just going to keep this as a half cut crease rather than a halo eye. So I'm going to take a little fluffy brush and I'm going to go into, I want to say that's a keep, and just start packing this in the outer corners. And bringing it a little bit through the crease. I'm using very light pressure to get those edges, and then I'm just going to go back in with the big brush with no extra product, just to get those edges. I think I'm going to do the shimmer on the lid first, and then I'll decide if I want it to go any darker, just because the shimmer is a bit on the darker side, but it's like a gorgeous duochrome, so I'm very excited to try it. So I'm just taking some of my NYX glitter primer. I use this with all of my shimmers because I just prefer the way shimmers look with it. And I'm just gonna kind of carve out like a cut crease shape. I really only do cut creases with concealer if I'm using a matte. If I'm using a shimmer, it's always with the Glitter Glue. So I'm going straight into the shade Navid, which is like a silvery, like a silvery purpley kind of. Oh wow, that's really pretty. And I like to bring it up quite high because my eyes are quite hooded. I want you to still be able to see the shimmer when my eyes are, you know, wide open. That is stunning. It's like silvery, bluey. Yeah, it's really pretty. Just using this kind of fluffy flat brush and a little bit more of that Akib. I'm just gonna kind of blend over those edges. I actually think that can be left like that. I don't think it needs to be any darker. So I'm just gonna quickly do the other eye. Okay, I'm really happy with that. So I'm just gonna, in my inner corners, pop a little bit of certifeye, which is like a duochrome blue. Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, amazing. Okay. I'm just gonna do some eyeliner, some mascara, put some lipstick on. I might just put a little bit more concealer just underneath my eyes. I just find when you wear blue eyeshadow, it can emphasize like blueness underneath your eyes. So I'm just gonna put a little bit there. So if my under eyes suddenly look a bit brighter, that'll be why. So I'll be back in 2 seconds. So this is the finished look. I feel so pretty. I really, really love it. I went for like a really bright blue in the waterline. This is from Nicka K. This is the deep sky blue eyeliner. I wanted to kind of go with like the transition shade, the lighter, brighter blue. And for my lips, I did a layer of the ABH Cool Brown lipstick and then a little bit of the Revolution Pro New Neutrals Satin Matte in Latte, just lighting it up in the middle. With blue eyeshadows, I sometimes go for something a bit more peachy for lips, but I actually felt like keeping it a bit more brown toned to go with my jumper and also this like dark kind of sultry vibe. That's sort of what I was going for. So anyway, let's zoom out and talk about my thoughts. Okay, so let's talk about my first impressions of the certifeye Affinity 2 palette. First of all, I hate this packaging. Like, dream without fear, love without limits. I don't know why. It's got very live, laugh, love, middle-aged mum vibes to it, which, you know, I like the idea behind it, but it's just a little bit cheesy for me. I do like that it is cardboard packaging. It's very simple packaging, like it's just got the ingredients on the back. I just adore this color story on the inside, all the greens and the blues, but then you have this like pop of purple, and you've got three duochromes, this one at the bottom, this one here, and the one that we used on the lid today. They're all duochromes, which I think makes this palette just like really special. I had no problems working with the mattes and no problem working with the shimmers. Obviously I've only used 4 out of these eyeshadows, so I can't give you a full-on review, but I will be working on a 2 looks 1 palette very soon, so then I'll be able to give you more in-depth thoughts. I did just want to quickly compare it to my Ace Beauté Oceanic palette. So I do already have a blue-green palette, and I just want to kind of like put them next to each other. But I do feel like they are quite different. I wouldn't say the Affinity 2 is particularly grungy, but I would say that the Oceanic is. There's a couple of colours I'd say very similar, like the darker blues and some of the greens, but the shimmers are completely different, and I'm excited to use these in conjunction with each other because there's things that are missing from this palette that are in this palette and vice versa. But yeah, so far I'm very happy with my purchase. I'm very happy that it cost me £16 rather than 32. and I'm excited to play with it some more. So that's everything from me today. Please like and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. Eat good, drink good, take care of yourself. Lots of love. Cheers. Thanks. Bye.